The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Expectations and decibels both rising fast here. Things are heating up and we'll be getting underway very soon. There's the whistle.
Here's a man, Peter, that inspired so many and always said that success is no accident. It takes hard work and perseverance.
How he epitomised that attitude. He worked so hard to become a player so far ahead of everybody else.
He boasted a playing style that was so unique too. The first centre-forward perhaps to drop back, use his vision, make those clever little late runs. He is, for me, the ideal teammate. The perfect blend of power, speed, athleticism, technique. Nobody, and I repeat, nobody, comes close.
Pelé, the gold standard, head and shoulders above the rest. What a start, free kick in a dangerous position in the opening minutes. Throw in. Ryger. Now it's Pelé. Barella. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
Donadoni. Zanetti. Pretty cagey early on from both sides. And this is Pelé! And this is just the goalkeeper to beat. And a chance! Goal! Manchester United! The breakthrough strike! One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan are already chasing the game. They didn't envisage that. Aimed beyond the defence. Spread neatly. Best pinches it off him. Played out to the right. And this is Hullet. Can he finish? And he hits the net. They are really purring here, and they have extended their lead in the blink of an eye. Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Again, that's terrific movement, Peter, and an even better pass. It's beautifully played.
Manchester United are sitting pretty, 2-0 up.
Well, it's been an absolutely fabulous spell for them, and they're starting to look unstoppable. There could be more on the way.
Hullet is the team's great visionary. And no, that was never going to make it.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Hullet. And the finish! Yes! And they're at it again in double quick time. Simplicity itself.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Manchester United find a position of real strength now.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Now it's Hullet. Hullet gets into some space. Backward it goes. There's the shot! Oh, it's hit the post! Oh, that's a waste.
Well, it was going to take something a bit special from there, and that wasn't it.
Taken back almost at once. Oh, that's a key interception. Zanetti. And it's Barella. Could move up a gear here. Now Subimendi. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. He's found a way through. He is just caressing the ball. Zanetti. Now it's Aubameyang. Foot in. Now it's Pelé. And he's had it nicked away. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Aubameyang. Not the most accurate pass. Subimendi. And here's Barella. Chance for a shot! I have to say, that was an exemplary tackle. Stopped him dead in his tracks. And here's Donatoni. Best. Oh, easy pickings there. Big chance! Outstanding save to keep that out.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
And it's made its way to him. Hullet, a massive creative influence, involved in so many goals. Oh, just skips past his man. He's having a shot! And he should have made it 4.
Well, it didn't quite come off this time, Peter, but that's a warning to the opposition. This team know how to counter, and they'll be looking to do it every chance they get.
Cross to the back post. Manchester United awarded another corner. This possibly the last play of the half. Robson plays it short. Real chance! Loose ball now, and there's a chase on to retrieve it. And that's it for the first half, a breathless ending. Well, the mood in the two camps couldn't be more different as they go in for half-time. Elation on one side, misery on the other.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 20, numero 5.
And we're off again.
Numero 13.
Inter Milan decide to shake things up. There has been a change in personnel.
Il numero 11, Ribéry. il numero
Inter
10,
Milan do appear to have made a half-time
il
change.
numero 19.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Just eases him off the ball. That's really well manoeuvred. Ribery. Can he get it through? This looks promising. Oh, that's fabulous. Goal! Robson has found the net here, of course. He's a sharp little ball here. And he's picked it up out wide. Oh, facing up to his adversary. This is a formidable matchup. Ribery tries to pass it through. It's played through for him. And he's there to retrieve it. Oh, truly brave defending.
Some inspired work that. It's good that someone knew exactly what they were doing.
He is through here.
Look, they've had their chance to regroup and rethink. Now they've got to stir a revival. I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Ribery. Now it's Aubameyang. Little pass back.
Modern football for you and all that pressing.
Tries to play it through. Aubameyang! Oh, brilliant save.
Size really matters, and it's time to make it matter now.
There's the header! Decent attempt, but not quite good enough. That has not gone well. Bullish header! And the keeper threw out a limb.
Yeah, I think that miss is going to give him nightmares for a while.
No, that's been intercepted. Now it's Hullet. Well, the boss won't be happy about that at all. They were pedestrian in possession and carried almost no threat at all. Inter Milan perhaps contemplating their next change here. Tele. He's in a great position here. And he's cut it out. Subimendi. Still no way through. The defending here is resolute. Great vision. Well, he's seen that early. Used a certain sixth sense. Rijkaard. Now he's off and running. And that interception was most necessary.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Knocks it into space. Aubameyang receives it in a wide position. That has been knocked clear. Pele can see things others simply cannot. And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, Red, nice interception. And he was quick to react. Now it's Pele. Ribery. Now it's Aubameyang. And it's Ribery.
Well, it's a move of great promise, but will it really prove productive?
Rijkaard. Now it's Pele. Can he get on the end of this? Always onto this. Nice control. Elects to big header. Arrived on cue, but fluffed his line.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18, Pierre Aubameyang. Lascia il campo per il numero 22.
Now some movement on the bench, and we are going to see a change.
Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here.
Mbappe has a look to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. Referee has just said play on.
Oh, good read. He read that really well and stopped it.
Chance! He's kept it out just. Corner number 2 then. Now that's a fine challenge. Manchester United are looking to go forward now. He's one-on-one! Goes for a shot! Really well taken goal. Over the hills and far away! No catching them now! That was easy, almost too easy.
And the first thing he's going to do here, Peter, is thank his teammate for the pass. It put it on a plate for him.
And it didn't take him long. Just sitting on the bench and waiting moments ago, already he has scored.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Manchester United are having a ball here. And there goes the final whistle. A tale of two teams, one irresistible, unstoppable, the other fragile and seemingly clueless. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Well, look, it was very one-sided. Their players didn't turn
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. We have already started here. Giorgio Chiellini, Jim. Now there is a defender who loves to defend.
Yeah, and he's a very capable one too. I mean, this guy is all about courage, physicality, athleticism, about as hard as they come. Although I personally like to see him paired up with some ball-playing defenders. His distribution is decent, but you want him to focus on the main task, which is defending, and that he loves.
Donatoni.
Well, they keep pressing like that as long as they can.
Shooting chance! Well, now it's a race for the ball.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Zanetti gets across to intercept that. He's a sharp little ball here. Chiellini. And Zanetti. That looks a foul. Yep, referee's given it. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, both sides seem happy with the patient approach for now, still trying to have a good look at one another.
Plays the ball back.
Oh, that's good pressure. It gave him no other choice.
Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Bergvall. Neither side yet able to find the net. Aubameyang. Spread it left. Could move up a gear here. And here's Forlan. Can he get it through? It's a promising position. Played into space. Chiellini makes the interception. That's a cute ball. Bergvall is offering some sort of an apology there.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Rui Costa. Perisic. All the way back. Howson. Akanji. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now try to spin that positively. I certainly can't. But it's Van Nistelrooy. He's looking wide. Rui Costa receives it in a wide position. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Knocks it out wide. Ruben Neves. Back into the middle. Zubimendi. Zubimendi takes control of enemies on the move. Rijkaard. Al-Sadd finding their passes. Now it's Rui Costa. Nicely weighted ball. And into the grateful arms of the keeper. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Tries to pass it through. I think that's a corner. Yes, it is. Inter Milan with the corner. They're first. Takes a shot! And now they can spring out of defence. Raul. And anyone who's joined us late, I can confirm that in terms of goals, at least you've missed nothing. Donadoni concedes a free kick for that. And it's Bergvall. Knocks it into space. Threads one in. Rui Costa has it out wide and in space. And that is out of play. Ryger, skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. Donadoni. No, he's just misjudged that one. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
And he was quick to react. And there is the half-time whistle. Well, it was a half of could-haves and should-haves, but as the whistle blows, we remain where we started. Plenty for both managers to mull over here. So, your views on the first half?
Well, I wouldn't say it was the most potent performance, Peter, but defensively, very composed. The scoreline might still be 0-0, but I'm expecting things to open up a bit more in this second half.
So we reach the halfway point, and neither side have yet been able to force the issue. It's 0-0.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, numero 21, numero 5, Perisic. Lasciano il campo per
And we're off
il
again.
numero 4, il numero 22.
Well, I can imagine both
il numero
managers have
11,
been in the ears of the
Ribéry.
players. They want more. Let's hope the game comes to life sooner rather than later.
And it's Ribéry. Aubameyang touches it back. Akanji shifted it to the flank. Crosses it in. Chiellini clears it away. Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, we're certainly going to see a change in personnel. We'll see if the system changes with it. How many interceptions have we seen now? Someone's got to up the quality and set an example.
Looking to play him in. Oh, well measured. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
Yeah, they showed a vulnerability until the move was stifled. That'll have stirred a little concern.
Zanetti. Played out to the right. Oh, good spread. And he's picked it up out wide. Serves up across. And if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Ruben Neves. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Pressure coming in from all directions. Very little to report from an attacking perspective. Jim, it's a cagey old game.
Well, I think it's a fair reflection on what we've seen so far. Neither side has produced that many efforts at goal simply because respective defences have been strong.
Looking for the run. Nice interception, well timed. Zubimendi. And he's in on goal. Very nicely done. Rijkaard. Some good work on the right flank here. He rises! Denied by an instinctive save.
Dursun clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Now this could be a chance. No, it's Donadoni. Now the delivery. Up he goes! Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Inter Milan perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. That has been cut short. Raul is herring after that one. And he's only too happy to take that back. Donatoni. Played over towards the opposite flank, and it's Ribery. Terrific header! It's run loose, who's going to get there? Zanetti gets good distance on it.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 18, Pierre Aubameyang. Numero 13.
It's a promising position, played in deep.
Numero 19.
That's not going far. That's been cut out, well played. Howson puts his foot on the gas. Gives it back.
Just too much pressure. Had to go that way.
Cross is blocked, and that's a corner.
Well, height could make all the difference on these set pieces.
Inter Milan with another corner. Corner number 3 coming up.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
That is good pressure, just hounded him off it. Van Nistelrooy. Akanji gets a foot in here.
This has been a better game than the scoreline suggests, and it really does merit a goal.
Played back in.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
And this is Raul. Bumps him off it and wins back the ball. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. He's not got that quite right. Played out wide, back into the middle. Flashes it across.
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And they're not going to make any further progress now. Nice looking ball. And no, that is pretty much the end of that.
Ci sarà un minuto di recupero.
90 minutes gone and nothing to show. Out to the right. Fired deep towards the back post. And that's the keeper's ball. Referee looks at his watch and blows his whistle. So we finish as we started. Try as they might, neither was able to break through. How do you look back on the game then, Jim?
Yeah, this looked the most likely outcome, but we've had a good variety in this game.
Oh, what a sight this is. The colour, the choreography, the camaraderie. The fans have pulled out all the stops to make this a monumental occasion. Some terrific scenes here in Barcelona. My goodness me, it's made even better by 100,000 supporters in full voice. So that's got things underway.
I think when it comes to pace and finishing of the highest order, there's someone down there who always stands out.
Yeah, no prizes for guessing.
It's Sheva, Andrei Shevchenko, poacher, predator.
Real chance! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
Messi is wide and looking to get onto this. Zubimendi. Now it's Aubameyang. Ball's played through. He's in plenty of space here. And he's there to clear it. Messi. Howson cuts it out. Zanetti. Shapes to shoot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Deftly away. And it's Perisic. Perisic still at shot, surely! Zubimendi.
Well, that's good defending. He squeezed the play and he gave him no chance to get on the turn.
Messi. And Messi! Oh, wonderful effort, all by himself.
Well, I'm glad he took the opportunity to run with the ball when the chance came about. That's the kind of positive thinking they need right now.
Always going over the top.
Well, that was just asking too much of himself from there.
First quarter of an hour gone. So still waiting for the first breakthrough here, but it has been a pretty open start.
I actually think both teams are playing okay here. We've had some good attempts, although they've mounted to nothing so far. Well, they're clearly focusing on that right side, Peter. That's where the crosses are coming from, where the danger lies. Perisic clearly looking the key component now with the concentration on width. Gives the defence a decision to make, whether to go zonal or man-to-man now.
And here's Aubameyang. Played out towards the right wing. Cross to the back post. Well, the counter-attack will come to nothing because that is an errant touch.
Pity that, because it had a decent chance of progressing.
Zanetti. Pirlo goes steaming forward. And he's picked out the run.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
Played back to the goalkeeper. Not the most accurate pass. He's going to be disappointed with that. Zubimendi. Foot in. Almost half an hour in now. And it's Messi. Oh, that's really good play on the right. He's driving forward. He's picked his way through. Played in with purpose. That should be the goalkeeper's, and it is. And this is Shevchenko. Look at the space. Messi! Oh, it's a beauty! That is a gem! An absolute gem! Barcelona are in front. A truly super goal. What a spiky hit that was.
Oh, give me this every week. The technical ability was superb, and you can see he meant every bit of this.
So the first moment of real significance.
Yeah, and just as the manager's been reminding his players, this is the time where they can't afford to let their focus slip.
Good defending, albeit from an unexpected source.
Yeah, listen, we often get critical of a forward's tackle, but that was squeaky clean.
And it's been played through. And that has been cleared. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Messi. That pass has been well intercepted.
Inter truly have no need to panic. They can reassess at half-time.
It's a searching pass.
Zanetti.
Tries to pass it through. Perisic delivers. Another chance from a corner. Inter Milan with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Akanji. It's a really well-measured ball. Shot goal! He scores! They are right back in business.
Well, I always thought they had it in them, Peter. They upped the quality as needed, and once they got going, they were awfully hard to stop.
As simple as you like, the outcome utterly inevitable.
Way too good, Peter, too quick.
And that is going to be the final action of the first half. So it's all square. Neither side has been able to make a telling difference, but it hasn't been for the lack of trying. The midway point of the game.
Oh, what a half of football. It's 1-1, but it could easily be 3-3 or more. Breakneck speed brilliance.
Inter Milan are level pegging at half-time then, and it's a finely balanced game. 1-1 the score.
Se va a llevar a cabo un cambio de jugadores.
The second half then, just getting going. And here's Højlund. Inter Milan come out of the tunnel having undergone a change at half-time.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Oh, that's a key interception. Threads one in, and this is Xavi Alonso. Zanetti gets rid without sophistication. Oh, that pass isn't the best. And he's worked it through. Højlund picks it up out wide. Oh, he's enjoyed that. He evidently loves the contest. He's shifting through the gears here. Khan getting this one clear. And smartly reclaimed. He's in a great position here. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. And he is going into that little black book. Just eases him off the ball. Cherki looking for options for movement. Plays a sharp little ball here. Has crossed into the middle. Oh, he's been takes a shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Messi gets it clear.
Rijkaard.
Subimendi.
Perisic
in acres of space out wide. A header! Goal! Inter! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Devoid of any complexity, but boy was that certain.
Well, I don't think he could have asked for a better ball in there, Peter. All he had to do was get in position.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
Yeah, I always felt this was coming. There was a clear increase in both intensity and tempo. Now all they need is to try and maintain it.
That looks a decent ball.
Barcelona really are going about things in the right fashion, Peter. It's great to see.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge.
Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
He's had it taken off him. That's an imaginative pass. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
It's a promising position. And the shot! He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
Corner number 3 coming up. Ball swat. He gets big! Really well taken goal. And there's the goal they've been looking for. It was wonderfully efficient.
So well played, Peter. Did a great job keeping sight of the ball. Made a classic move and led it perfectly.
So the lead now, it's Salah! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Mohamed Salah is onto this. Just a quarter of an hour to play. Oh, delightful ball. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Inter clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. And this is Shevchenko. Oh, good determined running there, but one back by the defence.
Well, he's not the type that's short on self-belief, so that could rub off on his teammates now.
Soboslai providing an outlet on that flank. And a chance! He scored! Right back in the game! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Barcelona are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Barcelona get themselves back into contention.
Well, I think they have every chance of levelling this now, Peter, but they've got to stay calm and not go completely gung-ho.
And that's been won straight back. Shevchenko aims beyond the defence. Great, but there's the shot! It's there! Time minutes, and we're all square again! That was fabulous. The most adept of touches, the smoothest of finishes.
Well, I think he knew all he had to do was get it under control, and it was always going to end up in the back of the net thereafter.
So all square with almost no time remaining.
Credit where it's due. This is great attitude. Now the only question is whether there's enough in the tank to grab another.
He's gone down, but the referee just tells him to get back up again. Well played. That has snuffed out the danger. Højlund receives it in a good position here. Played back. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Now it's Mohamed Salah. He's got away. And he's in on goal. And the referee brings it to a close. What a game. A contest of ferocity and marvellous talent from start to finish. So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. If you're just joining us, we are already underway.
Well, this 4-4-2 formation is often used in the modern era defensively, but it used to be the gold standard of formations a generation or so ago, Peter, and it does allow the fullbacks to play a key role in attack.
Yeah, they offer most of the width, don't they?
Exactly. You want them to be high up the pitch so they can get the...
He rises! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Kirkchu. Oh, this is a great... goes for a shot! He scored! And the lead lost no time at all!
Yeah, they say that fortune favours the brave, and we've just seen an example. This team has real personality and character.
We knew what was coming, and he has outfoxed the keeper again.
Well, when you get in that position, it's all about composure. Panic can commit.
Shot, surely! Goal! He knows it's taken a big and very kind deflection, but he is claiming it nonetheless. So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Ødegaard. Now Saliba. And it's Zanetti. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Ødegaard.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Kirkchu is always looking to break lines. Zanetti did well to step in there. That was more than necessary. Saliba gets over and intercepts.
This is the time you need that pace.
Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Mbappe. He's onside. He's found a way through. Donadoni. Searching pass he's played there. Well, the chip pass hasn't quite come off. Now it's Ødegaard. Great vision. Can he get on the end of this? Spread neatly. Soulé. Foot in. Threads one in. Shot could be on. And that is expertly dealt with. There's the shot! He's got away with one there. Italy with their first corner. The first in the game for either side, actually. Keeper's dealt with that. And now a sudden chance to counter. Ødegaard. And he cuts out the supply. Now it's Van Basten. And he's worked it through. Soulé. And Zanetti. Played out to the left flank. He is through here. Oh, shooting chance!
Well, he got rid because he was under pressure.
And he thumps it clear. It's a throw-in. And that's definitely not his best. Aimed beyond the defence. Good ball, good take. Perisic, who does have an assist to his name. Inter Milan finding their passes. Oh, that's well done, really robust. And here's Mbappe. And it's been played through. Oh, that's a key interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't pick out that killer ball.
And here's Aubameyang. Lovely bit of skill. Perisic has it out wide and in space. He's got tall. Oh, surely that deserved a better outcome.
Yeah, it's very well timed. A delivery like that with the right amount of pace and whip can be a nightmare to defend against.
Zubimendi. It's come through and he's had a quick look inside. Decent chance! Takes a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Zanetti with the clearance. Van Basten. Tries to pass it through. And the through ball. And the shot! Kylian Mbappe! You just cannot stop him! That is a gem! An absolute... And the first 45 minutes are up.
Il proprietario dell'auto blu parcheggiata davanti ai cancelli è invitato a spostarla, altrimenti sarà rimossa. Attenzione, un cambio.
And the second half gets underway.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too caged.
And he shoots! Oh, the ball's run loose here. And that has been clubbed away. Zanetti. Kukçu. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Italy clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
Now it's Martinelli. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Mateus unable to make it happen for all his good. Mbappe. Chance for a shot! And he's gone looking for safety. Knocks it into space. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Ødegaard looking for the run. Messi in acres of space out wide. And the pass is intercepted. And here's Mbappe. And it's Kukçu. Out towards the flank. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. That'll be a throw-in.
Sostituzione per l'Italia. Numero 10, Messi.
Zubimendi.
Numero 14,
Akanji.
lasciano il campo per il numero 7, Rosicki.
Van
Il
Basten.
numero 19.
And he's made sure that's not getting through. Now he's got space here. Oh, well played, well played. Mateus. He's a sharp little ball here. Shot a goal! And it's there! And they are pulling clear here. There was to be only one outcome.
Well, he always had the measure of the keeper there. Such confidence and composure.
Italy blast themselves into a 3-goal lead. Mateus. Now this could be a chance. And he's found a way past Hoyland! Good catch by the keeper, though pretty much straight at him.
Well, there's always that risk, Peter, when a team commits too many numbers forward. You can't help but leave some gaps at the back.
This looks promising, and he's certainly onside here. He's going for goal! Oh, belter! About as smooth as it gets!
Gol per l'Italia.
Just cruising! They are cruising! He has given that a lot. Bang!
I think he's even surprised himself, Peter, in how well he caught that.
Oh, it's an inspired substitution. Terrific move by the boss.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Italy are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Odegaard. That has found him in acres of space. He's picked his way through. Can he finish? It's loose, and there's a race for the ball. Oh, almost a sixth.
He'll be irritated with that, Peter. He really did spring into life as he made his run.
And into the grateful arms of the keeper. And now they can spring out of defence. Stood up well to him there. Now that looks a decent ball. Good read, needed to be. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different... And the finish! Martinelli. Pass somewhat off target. Cleared away. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. That could spell trouble. He's found a way for a real chance! Really well taken goal. A momentary lapse exploited with glee.
Well, you've got to give him credit for pressing so quickly there.
They're still trying to make a... Oh, they could be caught out here! And he's managed to get free. Hoyland shoots! Odegaard. Zanetti. Marquinhos is pretty much the definition of the word uncompromising. Now Saliba. Italy clearly now in lead preservation mode. Now the delivery gets big. Oh, it's fallen loose again. Oh, what has happened here? He's in a great position here. And that is as far as it goes. Inter Milan played more than a part in what has been a very exciting game. A game that began... Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. Well, colour and passion just oozing from the stands here. These fans love their football, and we're about to be dished up a feast of it. So off we go then. Who do you, Jim, see making the difference here?
This guy, Declan Rice, is a player I really rate. With him, you get exactly what it says on the box. A workhorse defensive midfielder who likes to stay in the deeper part of midfield, knowing his primary job is to make sure he shuts down any build-up play in that area.
Yes, they'll certainly be leaning heavily on him. Well, that had the makings of something quite promising, but it's fizzled out into nothing. Zanetti, big chance! They've scored!
Well, once more, it's him, and we can't be surprised because his instinct for doing this is incredible.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
I doubt very much that this was in the script. Højlund was alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And a chance! They've done it! A game of thrills, all square in the blinking of an eye!
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
Oh, one moment you're in possession, the next you're picking the ball out of your own net. That one will sting.
The danger was always there, Peter. We all knew they'd be pouncing on any slip or any sort of indecision. They need to sharpen up or it's going to happen again.
Yokohama F. Marinos grabbed the equaliser and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. Martinelli. That's been slipped through. Up he goes! Oh, off the bar! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
I'm really impressed with the tenacity he's shown to intercept that. That's how they're going to make things happen. Yokohama F. Marinos clearly are trying to establish themselves as a team that likes to retain the ball, Peter.
And it's a good watch, Jim, isn't it?
Well, it is, and it's always a pleasure for me to see a team move the ball in silky fashion like this. But you know what's coming next, Peter. It has to be with a mean cutting edge.
Nuno Mendes. And that's been intercepted.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Played back in. Kukçu. Rice. Akanji does really well to win the ball there. Looking for options for movement. Aimed beyond the defence. Cherki. Now it's Yamal. Stood up well to him there. He has found the way through. And that's aimed into the middle. And it's claimed by the keeper. Rice. And that's a foul. A simple decision for the referee. Sanchez. Rice. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Mendes gets into a good position. Knocks it into space. And it's Rice. Zubimendi. Spread it left. And he's had it nicked away. Cherki. Caceres. He's found the way through. Well, there's contact there one way or another. Oh, it's a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. This to complete the turnaround. That is some save from Carr. This time, surely. It's there. And the comeback is complete. Oh, the deftness of touch, received it delightfully and finished it off sumptuously.
Yeah, the right touch in moments like that is key to what follows. All very neat and tidy.
Yokohama F. Marinos take the lead.
Well, they've done the hard part now, Peter. Can they cling on, or even better, can they get another?
And it's been given away. Shot a goal! It's in! And they're at it again in double quick time. His position was perfect, the invitation was there for him, and his response absolutely clinical.
Filippo Inzaghi really can't believe his luck. He was allowed so much room when he should have been boxed in.
So the lead now is 2.
The crowd are calling for this to be put to bed. There's little sympathy about.
Knocks it out wide. It's a sharp little ball here. Zanetti. That's really well manoeuvred. Kukçu. Now, can they get him away? Tries to play it through. Harrison makes the interception. And the first 45 minutes are up.
And a quick announcement today that memorabilia from today's match is now on sale in the stadium hall. Substitution.
And we're off again.
Well, I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real depth.
Chance! Inter Milan do look as though they've made a half-time change here.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. And that pass just didn't quite work. Great vision. Højlund is onto this. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. Caceres, a picture of focus and alertness. Rice, who does have an assist to his name. Jimenez. And Cherky. Nicely shaped ball. Now it's Inzaghi.
Well, the way this game is offering less possession, they'll need to have a very good conversion rate.
Can he get on the end of this? Oh, Red, nice interception. Rice. Bruno Mendes. Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior does have his name on the score sheet, of course. Cherky. Now it's Rice. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball.
Attendance for this match was 28,599.
Inter Milan, perhaps contemplating their next change here. Threads one in. Well, that's well seen too. Martinelli. Ambitious ball here. He's in a great position here. Yokohama F. Marinos needed that. They really needed it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
That's good pressing, squeezing the play. He ran himself into trouble there. Free kick given away.
Substitution in progress.
Kukçu. Spread out to the left. Good ball, good take. Shin to shin, bicep to bicep, and he wins out. And he's gone searching cross-field. Oh, it's a promising build-up, this. Plenty of really nice passing. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested.
Hoyland must have made the worst possible choice there. It was crying out to be released left.
Whatever he had in mind, that was not it. Closing in on the last quarter of an hour. And he's forced to go back. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. He's played it back.
Well, that was well positioned and well pinched. They can't hurt with their backs to goal.
Nuno Mendes.
That's good pressing. It's really squeezing everything.
Substitutions taking place.
Nuno Mendes. It's Vinicius Junior. And it's Rice. Looking tidy in possession here. Oh, that's a fine interception. Mateus. Now it's Hoyland. And the whistler's gone for a reckless challenge there. Well, that's a booking. Always looked it.
Well, what goes through a player's head at times like that is a mystery to me.
That's a throw.
Substitution on the field. Number 11,
Donatoni.
Number
Rodri.
8, Vinicius Junior.
Housen.
Coming on the field.
Looking wide.
Number 10, Gabby Simons. Number 15,
Shoots!
Goku.
He's beaten the keeper, but hit the post. Oh, that's a foul. Free kick's been given. Caceres. And it's Simons. Rice. Tries to pass it through. And we're not going to make any further progress now. And he's intervened well there. Kukçu. And Mendes. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And it's Caceres. Jimenez. the shot! Oh, taken with style! Drama at the death! Is there time for one more twist? Terrible error, duly punished.
Oh, how can they be so careless, Peter? It's too casual. They were never going to get away with that kind of sloppiness.
So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan can look back at this result with regret. A front foot start, but they were ultimately made to pay for their inability to kill it off. Any reflections on what you've seen,
Just a
Jim?
quick announcement.
Inter
We'd
really
like to
will be
inform you
deflated
that
by the
CCTV
result,
is
not
now
just
in
because
operation for
they
your
lost,
safety.
but the manner of this defeat.
Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. There's nothing quite like match day, especially here. This crowd doesn't do ordinary, and we should be in for something very special. And already we're underway here. Well, this is one boy from Croxteth who, so far as club football goes, has achieved just about everything. English football has rested on his broad shoulders for nigh on 2 decades. It is, of course, the modern great that is Wayne Rooney.
Yeah, without question, one of England's all-time finest. His record speaks for itself.
And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Hoyland really must be thinking what he has to do to score there.
And here's the chance to counter. And it is clear to see that he is not at all happy with that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Can he finish? Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Out towards the flank. So just the one early goal to report so far. 1-0 the score. Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Encouraged the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Now it's Rooney. Now this could be a chance. Perisic. There will be a throw-in. First quarter of an hour gone. And he's picked it up out wide. That is a brilliant interception. Freiburg trying to orchestrate a breakaway here by the looks of it.
Well, I would say that this is probably the easiest way to play the game, because you try and absorb in numbers defensively, and then you look to hit it with a long ball quickly on the counter-attack to get your men in behind the opposition.
Shot a goal! Goal! Again in a trice, and they are soaring! That was easy, almost too easy.
Well, of course, it's great play to set him up, Peter, but you can't say the defence did themselves many favours then. They really should have picked him up sooner.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
The turning of the screw comes to mind, Peter. They've got them where they want them.
That's a cute ball. And for a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again. Oh, a delicate chip through. Nicely spread. Now it's Perisic. Knocks it into space. He's free, he has got space. And reclaimed it in a trice. And it's Kimmich. Now it's Rooney. And back to the keeper they go. So what can they make of this? Now it's Modric. And this is Rooney. He can run onto that. He's being urged to goes for a shot! Oh, it's fallen loose again! It's in! Back within one! They have them in their sights again! Some heroic goalkeeping, but even that couldn't save them this time.
Yeah, his instinct told him that the keeper would struggle to cope with that, so top marks for him following up. I think it's really sharp play, it was well read, and he was a little quicker than everybody else.
We have got ourselves a game here.
Well, there's a real sense that the momentum has shifted here, Peter, and the crowd are reacting to that now.
That's the keeper's ball. Rooney. Now it's Son Heung-min. Pepe kept aware, and it is reclaimed easily. Coming up to half-time, leading, and things are looking pretty good. And he's worked it through. Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Now it's Rooney. Now that looks a decent ball. And he welcomes it in. Good read, needed to be. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. And that's a throw-in. Swung over. Perisic. Perisic delivers a terrific header. I think that's offside. Yes, it is. Perisic at his creative best. He's set up 2 goals. Modric, spread it left. Freiburg looking to pass their way through. Looking for the run. And this is Rooney. There's the whistle for half-time. Well, the scoreline at half-time, a fair reflection of things overall, you'd have to say that. There was certainly no lack of effort or endeavour in the first half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides.
Well, it's a lead that's by no means convincing. The manager can't go too easy on his players here. I think they need to re-establish that focus and try to lift the purpose again. They'll want a good start to the second half.
Inter Milan are leading by 1 in a finely poised game. It's 2-1 at half-time.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Numero 21.
There's the start of the second half.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 18.
Freiburg finding their passes.
Il numero 11.
Passes intercepted. Now it's Son Heung-min. And the shot! Oh, denied! Brilliantly!
Rooney is offering a right smile there. They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
Rooney goes short. Now it's Rooney. And the assistant referee has his flag raised for offside. Rijkaard is always looking to break lines. Always onto this. And this is Modric. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Ribéry. He's had it taken off him. It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
That's simply brilliant defending. They were outnumbered, but he still came out on top.
Well, he has slightly undercooked that one.
Freiburg clearly should have gone for the easier pass. Now they'll have to quickly regroup.
And he plays one through. Akanji is the guilty party there. It's a quick one. Son Heung-min. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Perisic. Oh, good read.
That was well played, well stopped.
Another pass just keeps it ticking over. Great chance! No mistake! They have hauled themselves right back into it.
And that comes as a very welcome relief. Now let's see who's got what it takes to seize the initiative from here.
Truly superb. A goal of such supreme quality, composure and class.
It was wonderful vision to see the movement ahead. And how about the weight of that pass? Ideal.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equals.
There's the shot! Oh, split-second reaction.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Cambio di giocatori.
Ferdinand clears. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, they seem intent on marking him out of the game. They're certainly trying to wind him up in the process, Peter.
And the finish! Oh, how good is he? About as smooth as it gets. They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Was there ever any doubt?
Oh, that's excellent composure, because the keeper put as much pressure on as he could by not committing sooner.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
That's just as the manager would have seen it, an impact sub.
Freiburg take the lead.
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
Oh, nicely intercepted. Aimed beyond the defence. Just about up to 75 minutes. Mbappe! Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Martinelli has it in a wide position. Chance! And the lead stays intact, just.
Well, it's certainly encouraging, Peter. At least they're going about things the right way after falling behind.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5, Perisic. Numero 25, lasciano il campo per il numero 10, il numero 8.
Howson. Kimmich. Passing is crisp and sharp. He shifted it to the flank. He's found the way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
He's got plenty of space out wide here. And the assistant referee rightly gives him offside.
Inter really are showing all the necessary urgency, but it's potency they need.
Now it's Maldini. Cruyff. Maldini. And this is Cruyff. And Cruyff! Cruyff! No one quite like him! He's got himself an absolute peach. And there's the goal they've been looking for.
Goal!
Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
Freiburg take a 2-goal lead and are looking good for the win.
Well, I think it's just the reward for their application. They've played with great courage to try and kill this off, and for me, it looks like they've just about done it.
Now it's Mbappe. That's a good ball out wide. Pass is coming off in quick succession here. He's got away. And a chance! He scored! And that takes him up to double figures. The first significant goal-scoring landmark. So smooth. A signature finish.
I was impressed with both the movement and the pass, both causing lots of problems for that defence.
Inter Milan give themselves a chance of a fairy tale finish.
Well, the mindset has changed. Now they need to find all the courage they can get.
Nice looking ball. Caught offside that time. Deep into stoppage time. That's an imaginative pass. Mbappe.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
And it's Ribéry. Cruyff. And that will be it. Well, what a game. Unpredictable to the very end, momentum shifting this way and that. The kind of... The noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. Well, the pre-match build-up has been fantastic. Now, the game itself. So off we go then.
Frank Rijkaard can really make his presence felt. A superb defender who became an iconic midfield anchorman.
Looks more a remarkably good strike rate, actually.
Very true. Just another level of his expertise, Peter, but his reading of the game, for me, is masterful. Well, he was given the time and room initially to hold on to the ball, but eventually he was squeezed that bit harder and the task became too much. I think he's got to be a little quicker in his distribution then and get others into the match.
Shoots! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
Mateus actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Now it's Kukçu. Can he spark a counter here? Pass is just off target. Kukçu is offering some sort of an apology there.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Mateus, Martinelli, chance! Goal! Inter! The movement so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Just when they thought they may be in at one end, they end up shipping a goal at the other, and it's all due to wonderful counter-attacking. They hardly had time to even react, and there's only one word to describe that: clinical.
Neymar! Oh, he's hit the bar! I think that's offside. Yes, it is. And it's made its way to him. Quarter of an hour played. And this is Hullet. Now it's Højlund. In with the challenge. Barcelona upping the intensity here, having lost possession.
Yeah, it's actually very good pressing. They want it back as quickly as they...
Hullet is on his own. Big chance! No mistake! And the lead lost no time at all!
Well, that's so refreshing. They went a goal down, and you never would have guessed it. Their reaction has been emphatic. Yeah, a fantastic run and a fantastic pass to play him in. Both needed to be timed to perfection, and they were.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Rijkaard is the distributor-in-chief, always looking for movers. Oh, well played, well played. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
And this is Neymar. Midway through the first period, and it's looking quite a game here. Perisic could try cutting inside here. It's crossed into the middle. Oh, he had to make that, and he did make it. That's going up front in a hurry. Oh, good ball! Can he get it through? Great chance! Goal! Inter! And they're back in front! Speed of thought, efficiency of movement, and certainty of outcome.
Such a smart finish, and the setup was very good too, but defensively, they didn't cover themselves in glory here.
Inter Milan get themselves into the lead. Oh, that pass isn't the best. Kökçü. Now, can they get him away? And the through ball. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Oh, he's got that all wrong, and it's a penalty. And that is a huge moment in the context of the game. Games hinge on moments like this. And he scores! Back in business! Not a twitch, not a blink.
Yeah, the keeper was trying to make him think that he was going to dive one way here. Could have just held a little longer.
This is quite a battle.
You've got to commend that, Peter. It's the perfect response to falling behind. Don't let your heads drop. Just get back up the pitch and level the scores again. This is cracking stuff.
Great ball if he can get there. Oh, that was vital. Martinelli.
A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
That's good vision. And that has been clubbed away. Inter Milan have it back and can go again. Now it's Hullet. And he's picked out the run. He's found the way through. Whistle's gone and the referee has given a penalty. And that really is the last thing they wanted to do. Ball on the spot. Can he? He can't put it away.
It really wasn't a confident penalty, Peter. It was almost like he was trying too hard to second-guess what the keeper was trying to do.
Thiago. He is through here. Big header. He's got away with one there.
Well, let that be a lesson to them. If they don't stay focused all the time, they're going to be made to pay.
That has not gone well. Quality ball.
They've got to be quick moving this forward.
Thiago. There's the whistle for half-time. Inter Milan are finally getting a much-needed break. It's been absolutely breathless stuff so far. Caution certainly not on the agenda here from both sides. Quite a half. More of the same, please. Score at the interval, 2-2.
Se ruega a nuestros espectadores que no pierdan de vista a sus hijos durante el partido. Se va a realizar un cambio de jugadores.
So it's back to business. Now it's Neymar. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Hullet. It's hit the upright. And he's quick to get it clear again. And it's Thiago. And he's managed to get free. Well, here's a man adored by many, even deified by some. Well, that is good. Super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Pinches it off him. Tries to play it through. Lovely, now then. An uncompromising challenge. And here's the chance to counter. Great vision. Oh, well measured. And that's the end of that. It all started well enough. Oh, that's well spotted.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Inter Milan needed that. They really needed it.
Well, I thought they got off lightly there. The odds were stacked against them.
Knocks it into space. Ibrahimovic. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And he cuts out the supply. That pass has been well intercepted. So much time and space here. Kukçu.
It's the sort of situation they'll want to capitalise on now.
He's through here. Neymar. Zanetti. Ryger gets over and intercepts. And the pass is intercepted. Threads one in. Ah, that's a fine interception. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
And he's straight offside. Both sides then taking this chance to turn to their benches. Chiellini. Barcelona finding their passes. Rui Costa in acres of space out wide. Oh, well played, well sorted out. Looking to play him in. Mbappe is onto this. Well, that's been cut out, well played. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Rijkaard cuts out the pass. Rijkaard. Neymar is a player who's always giving defenders headaches.
Barcelona really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Rijkaard. And it's De Jong. And here's Mbappe. That'll be a corner.
They've got a healthy number of very tall targets to pick out from this corner.
And that has been cleared. And now a sudden chance to counter. Akanji calmly anticipates. De Jong. De Jong. Elanga! And somehow he managed to miss it.
Elanga has delivered a really costly miss. It could have been their last chance to win it.
Zanetti pulls off an exemplary piece of defending. And the shot! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's really well manoeuvred. Into the last 5 minutes. And here's Mbappe. He's tried one! Just off target.
He's not happy, and you'd expect that, but at least there's plenty of appreciation for what was a genuinely fine effort.
Rijkaard.
They're avoiding the blatantly obvious by not getting the ball into the opposition box. That's where it has to be.
And that's put paid to a promising move. Oh, no joy this time.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Oh, that is expertly dealt. He's having a shot! Yes, he's done it! And that has raised the roof! It was a great finish. He put it away with great poise, dead-eye accurate. And that will be it. Inter Milan can finally smile now. They have held on in a difficult watch for both sets of fans. noise is just about reaching a crescendo here as these two sides get ready to lock horns. This is football at its finest. A fabulous show of vivid colour and vocal cords. The new look Camp Nou at its best. Well, if you did just miss it, we are up and running already. According to what we've been told, this is how it looks. It's a 4-3-3.
Yeah, and the two wide players up front can make the system pretty much succeed or fail. They'll be quite flexible in their creative movement. They like to drift in. At times they'll mix their game up and keep their width. And of course they're also expected to track any runs from opposition fullbacks. So they've got quite hard-working jobs. But if they can gain a one-on-one advantage, they can dictate.
Can he get onto this? And he's certainly onside here. Balde is there, and he can pick it up. He's a sharp little ball here, and he's running through. Oh, well played. Kept cool and dealt with it. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Out to the right. Steered out wide, but he won't reach that one. That's good pressing, squeezing the play. And here's Haaland. Yamal receives it in a good position here. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. De Jong, oh, that's fabulous. It's a good ball out wide. Up he goes! Neither side yet able to force a breakthrough here. Balde.
For the ultimate model of consistency and longevity, there is the perfect example in front of us.
Yeah, Javier Zanetti, he goes on forever, doesn't he?
Yeah, well, that's why they call him the tractor. He just ploughs on and on with boundless energy.
Vitinha. Pedri. That's an imaginative pass. Skillfully cut out. He is so at ease on the ball. He's in a great position here. The ball goes in. Mateus. Højlund. And now the breakaway. He's in plenty of space here. Bergvall gets into some space. Possession football, Jim, we're seeing plenty of it. What is it, though, that really makes it work?
Well, for me, what makes it work is the fact that everyone in this team has the courage to show for the ball. You can't shy away from it. You can't hide. You have to front up in a setup like this, and everyone is doing just that.
You make it sound so simple. Yamal. Barcelona could counter here. Rijkaard demonstrating his defensive quality there. And it's Cancelo. Played out wide. Vitinha. The ball has bounced loose now. Nicely shaped ball. Oh, that's clever. That has been knocked clear. And he's only too happy to take that back. And he's managed to get rid. De Jong. Højlund is onto this. Shot at goal! Distributed tidily.
That's alert and sharp and very well played.
Still looking for the first breakthrough, and it is nearly half-time now. Rice. And it's Van Dijk. And Balde. Vitinha. foot in. Oh, there's a probing ball.
It's a decent chance to counter-attack.
He's being urged to shoot. He's had a shot!
All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
Danger averted for now. And it's De Jong. Zanetti gets into a good position. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Inter! And Inter go in front. The invitation was clear, and it was accepted with the utmost glee.
Well, that's really well played, Peter. You have to appreciate the simplicity of it all. A killer pass, perfectly delivered.
So the first goal of the game.
Well, I think the managers are going to have to scrap whatever they had in mind for the half-time team talks. One has got to tone it up now, and the other has to tone it down.
Played out towards the right wing. Oh, nice one too, very nice. And the first 45 minutes are up. Well, there were plenty of talking points in that first half, but just the one goal. It's still anybody's game here.
I thought that was a decent 45 minutes of football, plenty of signs that both managers can take a lot of encouragement from. I would say the mood is neither overly negative nor positive. You still have to approach this like it's 0-0.
Inter Milan are in a pretty decent position after 45 minutes. 1-0 to the good. Here we go again then.
Inter really need to go and grab another goal now, Peter, if they're going to go on and secure this.
Well, that tackle was certainly sturdy.
Have beautifully policed that midfield. The opposition have been handcuffed.
Well, that's been cut out, well played. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
He's got away. There's the shot! Sticks it away! And this is getting better and better. That really is quite fabulous. All his own doing.
Oh, that's wonderful to see. The run was explosive, the finish exquisite.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
Inter Milan are doing very nicely, thank you.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
It's all a little bit desperate, but it's got the job done.
Oh, that's brilliantly defended, though. It looked destined for a goal.
Bergvall, and he's in on... Can he finish? Oh, that was a brilliant save.
Bergvall clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
João Cancelo.
Incentive set and incentive met. Now they've got to take it on another level.
Van Dijk. Inter Milan are, of course, in a position to go to the bench should the need arise. Cherki. Balde gets over and intercepts. Doku. He's going to be disappointed with that. Doku is sporting a guilty look after that.
Yeah, he just didn't seem to get enough on the pass, Peter, did he?
Højlund! And it's hit the woodwork and out. Cherki. Oh, good take in a good area. Højlund, surely! Relentless! Just relentless! And they are tearing the opposition apart here. Simply breathtaking stuff. And that is about as cool as they come. He picked his spot expertly.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
A case now of complete control. Now it's Yamal. He has found the way through. Barcelona have it back and can go again. Some resolute defending there. This looks promising. Can he finish? He has done it! Pomp, panache and passion. This, a man full of it all.
Marcó.
And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Look, if you want to be effective on the break, then the key element is always pace. That's what really rips defences apart, and it's difficult to find an answer to it when it's applied like that.
Clinical, just clinical. What a game this is turning out to be for him.
Well, talk about being on top of your game. Everything seems to be coming off for him.
It's become a case of men against boys.
And things are much help.
Big chance, must be! Real chance! Really well taken goal. And the headlines continue to get darker and darker.
Well, it's a goal fest, and the fact it's so one-sided now is getting scary.
Inter Milan are having a ball here.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more.
Gets his head on it! Oh, denied at the last.
Cambio de jugadores en el Barcelona. El dorsal 9.
Barcelona choosing to make the first change.
El dorsal 10.
Mohamed Salah!
Serán sustituidos por
He's put it
el
wide.
dorsal 13, el dorsal 14, el dorsal 4.
No, that was never going to make it. Subimendi. Cherki. He is through here. He's come in hard. Mbappe. Takes a shot! Oh, almost a sixth. Balde. It's gone out for a throw-in. Just eases him off the ball. Oh, that's fabulous.
He looked rushed. He should have waited for some movement.
Pedri. Vitinha. It's Vinicius Junior.
Habrá 5 minutos de descuento.
He's through here. And the finish! Oh, it's hit the post. Oh, taken with style. And it adds further to a heavily one-sided scoreline. This is getting punishing.
Look, all they want to hear right now is the final whistle. They've been humiliated.
Chance for a shot! And he hits the net.
Well, I think it's pretty obvious, Peter, that this emphasises the importance of having willing runners who want to go behind that defence. One good ball, and they're in.
They're still trying to make a game of this. Now that looks a decent ball. Now it's Mbappe. And that's it. Inter Milan can look back on a nigh-on perfect performance here. A super contest in which they swept their opponents aside ruthlessly. Højlund reflecting on a stellar performance and now taking home So bring it on. Hype, expectation, emotion. The game yet to kick off. The excitement already palpable. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. And we're underway. Well, there is no question that Eden Hazard on his day is one of the world's best, Jim. So how do you interpret the role he's been given here? Oh, Højlund! Oh, that is very close.
That's a great effort. There was very little backlift to indicate what was coming.
And this is Lewandowski. And this is Lewandowski. Lewandowski has alert to the possibilities, but in the end it's fruitless. And that is a little undercooked.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Bergvall. Zanetti. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
The referee's awarded a free kick. The referee has resisted the temptation to go to his pocket. It's just a stern lecture. Dunk. Now Tonali. Passing is crisp and sharp. Now it's Tonali. Some really good ball movement. Bergvall. Mateus. It's a searching pass. I wonder what you've seen, Jim, over the early moments of the game.
Well, I think both teams probably feel it's too early for either to start taking real risks. So they're still very much in a phase of testing the waters and sizing each other up.
Seedorf. Oh, easy pickings there. Mateus. Oh, this is a terrific run. They're back in possession and ready to go again. There's the shot! Goal! Inter! First blood drawn. And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Well, it's an example of counter-attacking at its finest. Real cut and thrust.
So, a breakthrough already. He has a look up. De Jong's cross. That's a decent clearance. There's a beautiful simplicity about this contest. Willing running on one side, dogged defence on the other. Some excellent tackling here, and that one a perfect example. Well read, nice interception. And it's De Jong. He's found a way through. Oh, it's he's having a shot! Oh, he's caught him in or out. The referee's decided that he was fouled outside the box, and it is just a free kick. Dunk did incur the wrath of the referee and has earned himself a booking in the process.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score. And obviously, he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
They've got to be quick to recover this. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Bergvall. Looking for options for movement. Long ball by the goalkeeper. Tonali can so cleverly bypass the press. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that is a good ball to find him. Well, he's not happy with that challenge, but the referee has let it go. And here's Aubameyang. Oh, that's been cut out, well played. And here's the chance to counter. Seedorf. Now it's Ruben Neves. And the two sides separated by the game's only breakthrough moment to this point. 1-0 the score. Mateus. Oh, smashing header! They've done it! 2 to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring. It was wonderfully efficient.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
And yes, it's him again. So that's 2 now. Goes for a shot! Crossbar comes to the rescue. He's missed, but not by that far.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Howson. Inter Milan heading towards the half-time break. The wind very much in their sails. Passes coming off in quick succession here. Knocks it into space. Shoots! It's loose and there's a race for the ball.
Well, yet another interception and a show of anticipation to be commended.
Played out wide. Jimenez. Aubameyang. And he has slightly undercooked that one.
Botswana clearly didn't help themselves by telegraphing that one. It was always going to be intercepted.
Oh, good take in a good area. He steps in, and that's the end of that. Big chance! It's in! Deep into first-half stoppage time, a crucial goal. And the whistle goes for half-time. It's been thrills and spills at either end in the first half. Neither side really seizing the initiative, and both teams still very much in it. No, well, the pickings certainly have been rich in this first half.
Well, I think the message from the manager at half-time will be pretty simple, Peter. He's going to want them to play at a higher tempo, press more, higher up the pitch, pass quicker, and entice the opposition out of position. He knows how crucial the next goal will be.
Inter Milan are up by the odd goal in 3, just about shading things at the break.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 6, numero 21.
That gets things going for the second half.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 4, il numero 19.
And here's Lewandowski. Lewandowski touches it back. Passing nice and neat. Aubameyang! No mistake! They are right back in business.
Well, they were starting to look more and more threatening, Peter, so this comes as no surprise. The fans here are pretty fired up now.
Really tidily gathered, and ultimately a more than tidy finish.
Yeah, it's mystifying that a player of his talent wasn't picked up sooner, and he picked them off instead.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, this is to be expected, Peter, when you've got two strong teams of fairly equal standing. The outcome...
Oh, he's been caught napping! Zubimendi. Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Well, the idea was a good one. The execution of it, not quite so.
Well, that's down to a simple miscalculation. No more, no less.
Decent chance! Well, he caught that pure, but no end product. Seedorf proves too strong. Tonali gets over and intercepts.
Well, Peter, just see here how a lot of the attacking players aren't dropping back anymore.
And that means just one thing, I suppose.
Yeah, they just simply want to engage the counter-attack.
Bergvall. And he lines up a cross. And he gets rid in a hurry. Zanetti. Here comes... Up he goes! And he was there to get a vital touch.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Well seen, saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Now it's Lewandowski. He's a sharp little ball here. Tonali. Inter Milan still have the cards to affect this game. And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Tonali, who does have an assist to his name. Now this could be a chance. Looking for the run. Oh, that's wonderful alertness. De Jong, and that's been intercepted. Seedorf. And it's Ruben Neves. Nice sequence of passes, this. Cherki. Oh, no, that was never going to make it. It's a pretty loose pass. Nice interception. His positioning was spot on. De Jong. Out towards the flank. He is through here. Real chance! Jimenez clears. Cherki tries to play it, takes a shot! Nice looking ball. Harrison calmly anticipates. And this is Lewandowski. Now there's a fine, and the shot! Oh, taken with style! And the comeback is complete! So smooth, a signature finish.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then, but the timing was pretty much perfect.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9. Lascia il campo per il numero 11. Ribéry.
Time then for the first substitution of the game. Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
Well, I think you can write this lot off at your peril. It's been a joy to watch them hold themselves right back into it. Now, can they hang on? Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
Plenty of appeals, but the referee is not interested. That is a jarring tackle, but apparently nothing wrong with it. That's a foul, no two ways about it. He knew what was coming, that's a yellow card.
Well, Peter, when you're up against a speedster, you've got to get to him early and not let him get into a stride, and they're just not doing that.
The final moments of a game that has been pretty compelling overall.
Well, it's looking like too little too late, but they are giving it all they have.
Passes short and sharp. Can he finish? And that would have been game, set and match.
Aubameyang really thought he'd scored to settle this contest, and he's struggling to believe being denied.
Now it's Kukcu, and he shoots! He has done it! You give him an inch and he'll take a mile. Such immaculate precision.
Yeah, Peter, I think we've got to give the keeper some slack here because he didn't have the greatest view of that, but you've got to give the scorer his due as well. I mean, he had that sharpness of mind and clinical edge.
And very quickly, the substitute made his mark.
I think the manager's claiming an assist here.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, their manager seems to have them always thinking about the next goal. When's the next goal coming? They're such an entertaining watch.
Perisic. It's loose now and they want to get it back. There's a no-nonsense tackle. Chance for a shot! Out of play for a goal kick. Oh no, this does not look good. Not too much more here than seeing out time, and time is very nearly seen out. And that will be the final act. Inter Milan did lead, indeed they controlled, but they managed to throw it all away. Well, what a scene we have here. There's a real expectant buzz in the stadium, and the players on the pitch are raring to go any minute now. And the mood is boisterous. It is a perfect ambience for the central characters who are ready now to perform. So off we go then. Fabio Cannavaro, Jim. Some people credit him with making defending fashionable again.
I didn't know it had gone out of fashion, Peter, but yeah, his exploits certainly led to the guys at the back getting a bit more credit.
Yeah, and I'm sure for you that's a very well... And the shots! Marvellous goal!
Well, talk about a real rude awakening. It's almost as if the defence saw nothing coming. They just didn't anticipate, on heels rather than toes.
One sweeping move, executed with deadly efficiency.
Hiroshima are such an adept counter-attacking team. They produced something out of nothing there. A few seconds was all it took for them to convert a defensive situation into a goal, and it's very impressive.
Inter Milan finding themselves unexpectedly behind. Well, you might think he got off lightly. It is just a verbal warning.
Well, I think the alternative was to stand there and do nothing while he tried to score, and obviously he's not going to allow that, Peter, is he?
He'll fancy himself from here. An opportunity then to pull clear here. Messi!
Oh, well done for him to take the shot on. He did at least hit the target.
And that is as far as they're going to go. Can he finish? And he looked every bit the assured keeper there.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
He's in a great position here. Oh, what a... And he shoots! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it. All he needs to do is to place this between the goalposts and basically let them attack it.
It's a pretty loose pass. He slings it in.
There's much frustration as to the lack of a touch to finish that off. Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
And now a sudden chance to counter. Ryger kept his eye on it, and he's there. First quarter of an hour gone. Oh, he's bustling through here. And it's De Jong.
Inter are really in a position where patience and prudence will serve them best. Time's on their side.
Can he finish? And that is certainly not what he had in mind.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
Ryger. Passing is crisp and sharp. Mateus can so cleverly bypass the press.
Pretty robust defending.
Well, he's looking at the referee, but the referee is shaking his head. Pass is just off target. And we're not going to make any further progress now. Now it's Messi. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through.
That's just playing it safe and simple.
Hoyland. The counter-attack is on here for Inter. Maldini. And it's Pirlo. It's a good spell of possession, this. It's Van Basten! Goal! Two to the good, and they are purring. Absolutely purring.
Well, when it's pieced together as efficiently as that, it's a joy to watch.
So that's two now without reply.
Yeah, and you have to say that the contrast of moods are very visible now. They really fancy themselves to go and wrap things up.
Can he get it through? Excellent challenge there, uncompromising.
Højlund really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Now it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. And this is Van Basten. Van Basten! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Batistuta! Fair attempt, just the wrong outcome. Inter Milan are still behind as we reach out for half-time. Bergvall does well to stand firm and defend it. Mateus. Plays a sharp little ball here. Oh, super ball. Shapes to shoot! Oh, that was a half-decent effort.
He did very well trying to adjust himself, but not the expected outcome.
Bergvall. And that's been intercepted.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
De Jong. Zanetti. Drives it in. Cleared without hesitation. And it's made its way to him. Good ball, good take. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do. He's beaten the last man. Now it's Van Basten. Looking for the run. That's beautifully weighted. That is a crunching tackle. And it's half-time here. Some first-half thoughts?
Well, I think things have worked out pretty well so far, Peter. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. So I think the manager has to resist change at this stage.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 9, numero 22.
Here we go again then.
Numero 21, numero 6.
I think they have to be positive despite the scoreline. The one thing they don't want to do, Peter, is give away an early goal. But they can't afford to get too cagey either. So attack with real devilment, go for that goal and see if they can unsettle them.
Rodri did well to emerge with the ball. That's a contest to keep an eye on. Inter Milan come out this half somewhat altered.
Well, I think it's the perfect time to make a change.
Looking to play him in. Out to the right.
They've been denied a chance to develop any rhythm in the passing department. It's the sort of situation that they'll want to capitalise on now.
Well, the defence just about came out on top, but they were certainly tested. Lovely pass, but can he get there? And smartly reclaimed. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Well, quality clearly deserted him at the crucial moment.
Well, the pass wasn't good enough, and he knows it.
Neither of these two want to come off second best. He's in plenty of space here. That's tidy. Played in deep. That's a decent clearance. Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Well, they could break here. Well timed, excellent interception. Oh, just skips past his man. And Messi! Oh, special! That is a special goal! Sumptuous finish, an absolute joy! And they are pulling clear here. A moment that needed composure, and he had plenty of it.
Ah, that's just clever. He made the keeper think he was going one way, only to outfox him by going the other. Very nice.
3-0, and things are starting to look awfully cosy. Oh, it's Van Basten. And this is Messi. Great chance! Just cruising! They are cruising! Yet another goal in an awesome performance! They are in complete charge! Wonderfully smooth, smart and slick.
Well, we could be a little critical of that defence then.
Alanga! Oh, he's kept it out, that's a great save.
Inter really are good at what they're doing. They'll gladly take any opportunity to launch that counter.
Lascia il campo per il numero 17.
And that's not going to trouble anybody. Pirlo is always looking to break lines. Well, that looks a decent ball. And the finish! Oh, denied at the last.
Mbappe really looks sharp out there. That first touch, sensational.
Oh, that's a vigorous challenge. And they've got a throw. And it's Rodri. Now this could be a chance. Delivered climbs up big! It's there! It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
They're still trying to make a game of this. And that interception was most necessary.
He read that really well and stopped it.
Nicely weighted ball. And that pass is somewhat less than ideal.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
That's a sharp pass. Well, that defending is unapologetically persistent. It's almost personal. And it had to be.
That appeared to be an inevitable outcome. Too much traffic.
He's got away. Zanetti crosses. Defending of the desperate variety. Now it's Van Basten. Zubimendi. Oh, good read. Into the last 5 minutes. Messi. And here's Mbappe. Cherki looking understandably energised after his goal. Picked out brilliantly. Oh, shooting chance! It's in! Well, it's taken a big deflection, but boy, he will want that one. So is this the start of a comeback? Tries to pass it through. There's the shot! Brilliant! About as smooth as it gets. Well, how's that for a class finish?
Well, he's a defender's nightmare. You try to send him one way, and he just slips the other.
It's starting to look like a done deal now. There will be 4 extra minutes. Pirlo. Yaya Toure. And it's Pirlo. And that is as far as it goes. Well, that was thrilling. A game of champs and chumps. The winners were so good at times. A side that can and will trouble more or less everyone. So what do you take away from it all, Jim? Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Just listen to that noise. This place is definitely up for it. Let's hope we get a contest worthy of the setting. So that's got things underway. Two tribes going toe-to-toe. Well, here he is, Martin Caceres, an uncompromising, unrelenting defender, Jim.
Yeah, and that unbreakable spirit is what makes him so special, Peter. He just plays without fear, determined to win.
And the shot! It's anyone's ball now. And one more try!
Milan definitely are on top of things in these early stages, Peter. If this is how they intend to go on, I think the opposition might see some trouble.
He's in a great position here. Ribéry. And he's picked it up out wide. Perisic delivers. Oh, well played. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off.
Perisic! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Aims beyond the defence. And this is Berbatov. Shapes to shoot! Goal! Milan! That is so good, such sharp skills, and such a delicious finish.
Yeah, he gets top marks for that finish. I honestly thought his odds weren't that good.
So we have had the first significant... Oh, what a climb! He can get that clear. Ribéry. Oh, shooting chance! It's run loose. Who's going to get there? That's Hoyland!
Well, I wouldn't quite advise they should resort to risk-taking at this stage. There's plenty of time left yet.
Good ball, good take. And that's a third goal! There's a goal! And the lead lost no time at all.
Well, if ever you want to see a lesson in responding to a deficit, that's it. Their heads didn't drop, and now their chins are up.
The movement's so precise, the finish sumptuous.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
Inter Milan grab the equaliser, and we're all square.
Well, they just couldn't have responded any better, Peter. Yeah, there's the old cliche about how teams can lose focus after scoring, but you still have to take your chances. Brilliant.
Berbatov, he's picked his way through. Terrific header. Goal, Milan! And they're back in front. It was wonderfully efficient.
He did so well there, attacking the ball the way he did. He got a strong forehead behind that one.
Milan take the lead. This might spell danger. And the finish! In he goes again. There it is! That is remarkable! All square in a matter of moments.
Yeah, and analysis of the goal should take a back seat to the importance of a committed reaction. This is wonderful to watch.
He's going for goal! Oh, the ball's come loose here. Cleared without complication. Koundé. And here's Berbatov. Now this could be a chance. Zubimendi. That pass isn't the best. Can he get onto this? He is through here. Neuer gets his hands on it, and the danger is averted. Front-footed pressing going on here. He's found the way through. Opts to play it back. Perisic. Chiellini calmly anticipates. Howson. Plays a sharp little ball here. That's tidy. Koundé has it out wide and in space. It is a corner. Milan with the corner, they're first. They've played it short. And the shot! It's hit the upright. Inter Milan are looking to go forward now. That is a great pick out. Well, there is a look that says it all. A piercing stare.
Encourage the pass with an intelligent run, but the pass just lacked pace.
Chance for a shot! And that's what you call inspired goalkeeping.
There's a certain aura about him today. Tremendous.
It's their second corner of the game. Berbatov plays it short. And now a sudden chance to counter. Now, can they get him away? Chiellini cuts it out. And there's his chance to lead the counter.
Ci saranno 3 minuti di recupero.
Bruno Fernandes. Deep into stoppage time. And he was quick to react. Big chance, must be! Goes for a shot! It's bounced back off the post. Chiellini gathers from the goal kick. Searching pass he's played there. He's gone for goal! Oh, that was no... Referee's had a look, and he's blown his whistle for half-time. Inter Milan are involved in a terrific contest here. It's been a slugfest and a half. Caution certainly not on the agenda here, from both sides. Well, it's been a proper derby so far, no doubt about that. Intense and utterly captivating. What a good half. They've gone blow for blow, and it's 2-2.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 22. Numero 11.
Milan get the second half going.
Lasciano il campo per il numero 19.
Well played. That
Il
has
numero 4.
snuffed out the danger. Well, a glitch with the rangefinder there, and evident annoyance.
His teammates are really annoyed with that, you know, and they have every right to be.
That has been cut short. And it's Koundé. Inter Milan do appear to have made a half-time change.
Well, I'm assuming that this is going to end up as a tactical change, Peter.
Oh, that's fabulous. Lofted in. Up he goes! Good try. The outcome could so easily have been different.
Yeah, it's good movement, though. A bit unlucky he couldn't actually steer it goalwards.
Tonali. De Jong. Over to the left. Played in deep. Neuer deals with that nice and simple. Tonali. Now he's got space here. That's good vision. And that's a simple one for the keeper. Oh, nicely intercepted. Rodri. He really is being given no time to think on the ball now.
Yeah, better communication and lots of contact seems to be the route to quietening him down now.
Not the worst cross in the world, but still room for improvement. Xavi Simons. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Can he get on the end of this? Great ball if he can get there. Mbappe, great chance! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
Attenzione, un cambio.
So, third corner of the game. And it's been taken short. And he's gone backward here. Can he finish? And now they can spring out of defence. Passing nice and neat. He's gone for goal! Against the crossbar. Oh, full marks for that effort.
Yeah, certainly could have been something so much more.
Well, that looks a decent ball. He's got away. He's having a go. Oh, fine stop from the keeper.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Milan are looking to play on the counter here, aren't they?
Well, I think it's pretty clear they've changed their shape, certainly when defending at least, because they've got to be ready to hit them hard on the counter-attack, and that seems to be the plan.
Inter Milan do have options available on the bench if they want to go that way. Great defending, strong and determined. Mbappe, who's set up one goal so far.
Sostituzione per l'Inter. Numero 5, Perisic. Numero 8, numero 7. Lasciano il campo per il numero 18, il numero 25, il numero 9.
Couple of changes then in quick succession.
Well, this could be a bit of a nightmare scenario for the defence, as you're going to be facing a very willing runner now, especially one that likes to make those runs beyond the defensive line.
Mbappe. Rodri cuts out the pass. Milan looking to pass their way through. And this is Berbatov. Inter Milan can breathe again, just.
You know, it was an intervention that had to be made. Serious trouble lay in store.
It's Inzaghi! Oh, should have put that away.
Filippo Inzaghi fully appreciates that he could have won it then, and now he'll be all the keener not to lose it.
Khan claims comfortable.
Milan really can't be faulted for their attitude, and if they go on to win this, it'll be fully deserved.
Bertal receives it in a good position here. Now that's well seen too. Howson kept his eye on it, and he's there. Well seen, saw that coming.
That was well played, well stopped.
And this is Inzaghi, and he's away. Berbatov! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. They're up to 5 corners now. Berbatov goes short. Inter Milan have the chance to go the other way. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. Shot could be on. Decent chance! Goal, Milan! And they get themselves in front! And he stuck it away as if laser guided.
Well, Peter, I think the keeper knew straight away he was never going to get to it.
Well, this is what we've been waiting for.
I think this team shows great willpower and a wonderful never-say-die attitude. No other outfit can match them. They just keep going. Superb.
Well read, nice interception. Now it's Martinelli. Tries to pass it through. It's a promising position. Fired deep towards the back post.
I think we're about to see a frenetic finish. No half measures from here.
Zubimendi picks it up from the goal kick. Oh, played through for the wide man. Zanetti. And it's Bergvall. This ended up in no man's land. Zubimendi. Chance here to counter. And this is Berbatov. He is having a shot! And a terrific save from the keeper.
I think he's done great there, both reading it and dealing with it.
The corner count is rising. That's 6. Berbatov with the short one. Goal! A 2-goal lead and they're firmly in control. So that's it. It is all over. Inter Milan perhaps ended up out of ideas and out of steam. Some warm applause and acknowledgement of the... Well, football is, of course, ultimately just a game, but for the next 2 hours, it might not feel like that. The stadium is full of noise and energy. This certainly matters. Well, it looks like a big game, sounds like a big game. Everyone involved is absolutely up for it. And as you can see, we've already started here. Who do you think this turns on, Jim?
I'm just so pleased that Andy Robertson here is finally getting the plaudits he deserves. When you consider the journey he's had from the lower tiers in Scottish football, he's become a real success story of hard graft and hunger, and you can really see that in his no-nonsense style. He's won with a very steely, determined streak.
Yeah, he'll certainly be leaving his mark on this game, quite possibly actually at both ends. He's in space and looking for options. Terrific header! That needed to be better, and he knows it.
Van Nistelrooy brilliantly anticipated the delivery, and he'll be annoyed it didn't lead to more.
That's good pressure, closed him down quickly. Looking for options, for movement. Hangs one in. Played out to the right. And he's taking no chances there. Gets into some space. Played it again. Howson clears it away. Azar.
They want to be quick here. It's breakaway time.
Donadoni could try cutting inside here. Wriggles his way through. Nice interception, well timed. But it has been just one side doing all of the early probing.
Yeah, they've been livelier and hungrier and looked the more likely to register first.
Ribéry. Donadoni. So we're still where we started right now. Ribéry showing great feet there. The defence opting here for strength in numbers. Donadoni. And there's his chance to lead the counter. Knocks it into space. Sends it crossfield. Perisic. Now it's Perisic. Referee's given a throw. It's a poor throw that, picked off with relative ease. Howson.
Just as I thought, Peter, it looks like this is a side that's setting themselves up for a counter-attack.
Yeah, stand by for the early ball, the big one over the top.
Yeah, and those that are up top, Peter, have to be willing to chase, and of course those in midfield have to be ready now to recycle.
And they have got just the right players for that. And he's forced to go back, and he's found a way past. Can he finish? Kukçu is always looking to break lines. And it's Zanetti. Tries a deft little ball. Robertson, a good-looking ball. Massaro. Now it's Lewandowski. Oh, that was vital. Zanetti. And here's Donadoni. And he's gone backward here. Ribéry. Zanetti. Ribéry. Howson calmly anticipates. Well, a goal here would be the ultimate pick-me-up just before the break. And here's Van Nistelrooy. Perisic has it out wide and in space. Konate gets it away. And we have our very first corner. And now they can spring out of defence. Kukçu. He's going to be disappointed with that. We've got 5 minutes till half-time. Zanetti. Ribery with a definite foul there. Konate. And it's Damian. Massaro. This might spell danger. Looking for the run. Looks to the other side. Pass somewhat off target. And the half-time whistle goes. So neither team were able to take the lead, but it certainly hasn't been for the lack of trying. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Inter may probably be feeling a little aggrieved about not capitalising on such a bright start. Their mood at half-time should be more upbeat. The glass remains half full and it should spur them on.
So, no breakthrough from either side, 0-0 after 45 minutes of action.
Substitutions taking place.
That gets things going for the second half.
Inter clearly have been the better side here. So if I was to say anything to them, it would be just keep going. If it's not broken, don't try to fix it.
Azar. Well, it didn't look good for a while, but that was brave defending and they got away with it.
Well, that tackle was immense, and so was the relief. The great escape.
Inter Milan, different to some extent this half. Details of the changes to come soon.
Well, I think this is probably a good time, Peter, to make ambitious change.
Mateus. Neither of these two want to come off second best. Played back in. Azar.
I wouldn't fancy playing up front in these circumstances, to be honest. There's absolutely no supply.
Azar can so cleverly bypass the press. It's played through for him. And he's away. Can he finish? It's loose and there's a race for the ball. Danger averted for now. And it's Robertson. Robertson just loves to go forward whenever he can. Not the most accurate pass. Goalless still, neither side really getting onto the front foot. Howson. And it's Kukçu. Robertson. Hazard. Hazard going face-to-face with his great rival. Hoisty rises! It's a goal! Just the pick-me-up the whole game needs! And a trademark move ends with the inevitable classy finish.
Yeah, when you're hit on the counter-attack like that, it's like walking into a sucker punch, and they're dazed.
So the first goal of the game.
Look, experienced voices need to be heard now, along with good purpose and urgency, and they can get right back into this.
Oh, facing up to his adversary, this is a formidable matchup.
Substitution.
Well, it is plumb centre, but it is a fair way out on the very cusp of credible shooting range.
That's exactly what they need to keep doing. Carry on plugging away, and eventually you might just get that little break.
Well, they're looking a whole lot more urgent now.
They just need to sort out their end product, and quickly.
Now it's Lewandowski. So, Jim, what are you thinking?
Inter are very much in the game and matching the opposition for chances.
Kukçu. Now it's Hazard. So, Jim, is that the manager telling the forwards that they must stay forward for now?
Well, I think he just is concentrating on the shape here, and he wants them to press as high as they can and get in the right position to do that collectively.
Rijkaard gets his final warning.
I don't think you need to be an expert lip reader to know what's being said here.
It is a fair distance from goal. I'm not sure if he'll have a go. It's run loose. Who's going to get there? Inter Milan, perhaps wondering what the best time is for their next substitution. Played back. Nice looking ball. He's cut it out.
Inter really might just end up kicking themselves after that. That could well have been it.
He's had a fair tumble under that challenge. Elanga. Oh, now here's an interesting matchup. Picked out brilliantly.
They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
Now there's a fine ball. And the shot! It's in! Two to the good, and they are purring, absolutely purring.
81 minutes is...
Yeah, and he did well not to stray offside there as well, Peter. He just seemed to instinctively know when the ball was going to be delivered, and he got it right.
Things starting to look very comfortable.
Yeah, I can't think of a better time, Peter, to get that two-goal cushion. That, for me, should be decisive. Well, this does not look promising, Peter. The least they can do is to give the crowd something to cheer about, but that might be difficult from here. A lot of space here, a real opportunity.
Hazard. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Good ball, good take. Delivered in. Khan claims it. Safe hands.
There's nothing more infuriating for a fan than seeing passing without penetration. They're just stuck in a rut.
3 minutes at a time.
He's picked his way through. Bonatoni. Massaro, and he's been shifted off it. That has not gone well. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. Hazard. Lovely pass, but can he get there? Skillfully cut out. And that will be it. In the end then, no joy. Not for the want of trying, not for the want of running. Simply they were beaten by...